So this is actually about the Edo State. There are two off-season elections coming up in September and November. Edo State in September and Ondo State in November. So, but for today, we're talking about Edo State. So that we can engage you and you know exactly what we're doing in Edo State as a party. And know the state so that we can clarify some issues that, of course, is pending. You are aware now that the Edo State governorship election is coming up on the 21st of September. And Dr. Okpebholo, the candidate of the PDP, and I emphasize that, the candidate, the legally nominated and sponsored candidate of the PDP, Dr. Okpebholo, is coasting home to victory. We are very satisfied with his performance so far and the acceptance by the people of Edo State. And this acceptance and performance is not just from a fluke. It is based on his campaigns, his engagement, the manifesto that he has presented to the people of Edo State, derivable from the policies and program of the PDP, coasting to victory in Edo State. We're running a very robust, people-oriented programs that are palpable, people can feel. And that explains why you can witness the enthusiasm with the people, the commitment. It's actually like a movement in Edo State that cut across party lines. It's not about, we have presented a candidate that is good, accepted by the people, and so party lines have been blurred because all is an organic kind of campaign. And don't take my word for it, just watch it. And you see people getting involved, getting connected, including APC members, prominent APC leaders. You recall about 2 weeks ago, a very prominent APC leader said, and I quote him, he said, the PDP candidate is talking. Their own, and he called it his own then, Monday Okpebholo of the APC. He's not campaigning. We don't see him, according to him, using his word. And he said this word, which is words in marble, that how can you market a hard copy in a digital age? Because you can't find it. What they see is only posters. Posters don't deliver policies. What delivers policies and programs for the betterment of the people is the engagement of the people so that you can feel them. And that's exactly what Dr. Okpebholo is embarking upon, promoting our party's policies and program, which he has distilled into a manifesto that you can feel, you can touch, you can read. So we're confident and we're satisfied with the performance of our candidate in projecting our party to connect with the aspiration of Nigerians, particularly at this time, when APC has done so much damage to our country. You recall in the last 1 year has been more traumatic, and painfully it's continued because we have a party or a government that is not listening, that is impervious to suggestion, that believes in the arrogance and failure. And so we believe that Edo State will be what I would call a referendum on the failures of the APC at the national and at the state level. You check around the country, check out the states. The PDP states, even in all this challenging time, have come to be known and recognized as oases of development. And that's why, as a party, we have set up a program which we will commence soon. We will be talking to you about that. The Oasis of Development series. And when you take it from the north, you go to Bauchi, you find specific issues that the PDP is running on. If you go into Adamawa, you find specific issues that relate to the people the PDP is talking about. If you go to Okpebholo, which is like the flagship of our development, you find out what it's doing there. Urban renewal, human capital development, housing renewal, and urban development, scholarship, a whole lot of things that the PDP states are doing. You go to Oyo State, you find the governor of Oyo State is involved massively in agriculture and is refurbishing and creating network of roads to ensure that these connections are made. You go to River State, you find the governor there. Even with all the challenges, he's making very giant strides in ensuring that the dividend of democracy is provided. You go to Osun State, it's one huge construction site. And when you put in money into construction, what you do, you reflect the economy. That's to tell you that there's PDPs, and that's exactly what Dr. Okpebholo is doing. So for us, we're bringing a candidate that has the capacity. He's been in the private sector. He's a guy, he's a lawyer. He has done so well in the private sector as well as in public sector, because he was on the board of the committee for the construction of the second Niger Bridge. So this is the man that we sent to Edo State, and that very, very happily, excitedly, the people of Edo State has accepted him. And that's why you find that there is a blur in the lines of politics, because people say this will be in line with our own aspiration and our future. And so that has been what we're doing. So we're here today to let you know what the stage we are. The organic followership of the campaign is, like I said earlier, don't take my word, you go find out. Well, we're proud of our own product. We're satisfied with its performance, and it's doing exceedingly well. Just 2 days ago, there was a debate, kind of conversation organized for the parties. He was there, the candidate of the Labour Party was there, but of course, expectedly, the APC went on a wall. Nobody could see him. And it's in the public domain. He's afraid because he has no manifesto, he's incompetent, he lacks capacity. Whatever he said he is, we can't feel it. So, what have they resorted to? Because they know that they cannot engage our candidate, the PDP candidate, Dr. Okpebholo, they know that they cannot win in a conversation and a contestation of ideas and programs and policies, and haven't realized that they have no prospect in the election. Leaders, the panicky leaders of APC, and very recently, Comrade Adams Oshomole, they began to begin propaganda, falsely claiming and peddling lies that the candidate of the party, the PDP, has been disqualified. And you recall, I don't know how many of you watch a TV program on Arise TV. It was the pitiable Adams Oshomole that actually brought himself to public ridicule and odium by lying on national TV, claiming a non-existent judgment of the Court of Appeal. And so they felt that the candidate of the PDP had been disqualified. And it was a bare-faced lie that is beneath the office that he holds. You remember he was a governor, and today is a senator, and for him to go there is unfortunate. And that's why we must begin to have conversation about our democracy, about the conduct, about what we need to do as a code of conduct for people in public offices, where when you blatantly come on to spew lies and misinformation, there should be consequences. But I'm sure we're going to get there. And I'm sure part of that judgment will be the election in Edo State, where lies, propaganda, misinformation, and outright falsehood will be punished. We know that because those people are very smart, they're intelligent, and they're proud people, not proud in the negative, proud in the positive, believing that you can't just come around to mess around with us. So, the APC have tried that. I'm sure right now they must be licking their wound. And I think it is important for Nigerians to know that what Comrade Adams Oshomole did is reprehensible and is condemnable. Coming to the national TV to lie. And you recall in that encounter, when he alleged, or he lied, or if I want to be nice, I would say, when he declared that falsehood, but you can choose whatever you want to choose. When they were asked, do you have the judgment that you're talking about? He was stammering. He was stammering because he has no answer. And sadly and painfully, he admitted that, yes, I don't have the judgment. Because there was no judgment like that. But he thought he could not, because the anchor of the programs was smart and said, prove this statement you made. And he had none. We can say to you categorically that the Court of Appeal that he referenced did not in any way disqualify or even made any mention to the idea of disqualification of the candidate of the PDP, Dr. Asue Ighodalo. What happened? And in any event, we have the court judgment here. This is the court judgment, the Court of Appeal. And the judgment was rendered on the 22nd day of July. And just for emphasis, I'll just read a particular part of that judgment to you, which was the last concluding part of it by the presiding judge. It says, in view of the resolution of all issues, all issues, and I will come to the background of that, for determination against the appellant, it follows that this appeal lacks merit and it ought to, and is hereby dismissed. I'll give you a background so you understand why. The Philip Shuaibu and others went to court to challenge one, the nomination, the outcome of the primary election that produced Asue Ighodalo. In addition to that, they claimed that he had no voter's card, which INEC has since confirmed that he has. They claimed that people were disqualified or prevented from voting. And they claimed that the certain actions of the committee allocated illegal votes to him. And that's why he succeeded. At the court, the main issue was that in court there are processes. You can either go by writ of summons or by originating summons. And so that was challenged. On the basis of that, when the court, at the lower court by Justice Omotosho, ruled that you have no locus because you did not participate in the primary election. Because that what gives you locus. If you did not participate, you become what we call in law a busybody, a medusum interloper. And so the court ruled that. So he appealed to the Court of Appeal. And so the issue at the Court of Appeal was that you could not have been able to go to court because you didn't participate. Therefore, your appeal failed. So the issue about voters' card and all of that, which of course INEC has independently confirmed to be okay, was not before the Court of Appeal. So when Oshiomhole was struggling and stuttering and stammering on TV, he did not understand this fact. So we understand. The only reason they're doing that is that they're confused. They have unsellable candidates. They have a man who has no capacity. The man who is afraid of you. And these are the people he should be responsible to, because through you he can sell himself and his program, if any. And I wonder what APC can sell anyway in Nigeria today. Probably they will sell protests. They will sell hunger. They will sell frustration. They will sell hopelessness. But of course, Edo people are not ready for that. They've gone the right way with Asue Ighodalo. Severally, bodies here, your institutions, the newspapers, the TV stations, or social media groups, and other online media outlets have requested constantly for an engagement with him. We have challenged him. We want a debate. That is the essence of democracy. We are mirroring America according to us in our process. Right now, the presidential candidates are suggesting 3 debates in September, in 1 month. Now we have an Okpebholo who will not commit to. But interestingly, we have information that a national outlet, a TV station, has invited him for tomorrow, Monday. And we're saying to him, it is in his interest, it's in the interest of Edo State people, that he comes out to appear in that show, so that people can ask questions that is agitating the Edo people and of course Nigeria, to know indeed what manner of character of people seek public office. We've gone through this all before. In 2015, Buhari refused to engage any interview. APC is consistently as a character. They have that policy of despising the people and refusing to engage through you, the people. And I think from Edo State, we as a people, as a country, can stop it. To say no. If you were not worthy of you talking to us, then you're not worthy of our votes. In any event, the PDP candidate is solid. He's a man with a lot of track record, a lot of achievement, a man that is savvy, an investment banker, a man who has been in productive sector, was in banking, is in the product sector, is in brewery industry, and is an employer of labor, so he understands. And that's why we are excited, and we want to thank you most especially for this opportunity to have this engagement with you. I thank you very much, and have a very wonderful evening. It is not correct, and I think that is, we should put it right, that our party does not feel when people leave. But we are a party, and we're guided by our programs, our policies, our manifestos, our own mission and vision. It is not correct that we said in 2023 that no, they can go. I don't know where you're getting that information from. I have always said to you that when you do reconciliation, now, I'll give you an example. Israel and Hamas are embroiled in some crazy, nasty war right now. But they're talking behind the scene. They don't come before the clear light to talk, right? We're hearing about negotiation. That is When human nature, when human interests and aspirations are involved, that's what you do. Sometimes you succeed, depending on the parties. Why is America getting frustrated with Israel and Hamas? Because even though they think they should have some kind of deal, some people are looking difficult for it. So it happens too in party politics. You make effort at leadership level, and you find the gladiators refusing to see what you can say. So it is not correct. Secondly, when you come to Edo, we have made effort. We believe so. And this is very important for Nigerian politics and for those of us that seek public office. You cannot only be a party man when you win election. You can only be loyal to your party only when you win the election. And I think that should be a message for the country. People have lost. There are politics without principle, politics without conscience. Because you don't win now, that does not mean the party should die. And so that must be emphasized. So when people don't win a primary election or any election and they said we're leaving the party, I don't think a party should be blackmailed to begin to say, oh yes, they are important, because not one man is a party. It's about people's view. And in the people's view, it's in your interest to stay in so that you can achieve your own aspiration and objective. So, in Edo State, irrespective of what you consider now, because of the candidate that we have, what do you speak to the APC people that are coming in? I just referenced somebody who said in church, I said, we have only been giving water out. Okpebholo didn't say anything, no. I'm paraphrasing that man. And said, how do you market a hard copy in a digital age? Don't forget, Aswe is savvy. He's compliant. It's Aswe Igudalo. O2. That is oxygen. Okpebholo is carbon dioxide. That's what we can see. On the matters that you just referred, only 2 days ago I just released, yes, at the NEC meeting, it was one of the resolutions of the NEC was the constitution of a reconciliation committee, because we recognize that when we're dynamic, and when you have a party that is properly so called, you have several interests. People are going to compete. There will be disagreements, but we're not disagreeable. We like when we have this conversation, because that's what helps the party to grow. So we can grow from there and improve on our processes. So we set up that. It was approved that we set up. But again, there must be consultation. You don't just pick people and put them in committees. The governors must come in, the BOT must come in, the state chapters must contribute, and that's what we have done. We just announced it 2 days ago.
No, the committee in question is Edo.
Yeah, oh, good. You are asking for Edo particularly. Yeah, of course that committee was there. They've been talking. Part of the fallout is find that people that were engaged refused to. And that's why I said, you can only reconcile people that are willing to be reconciled. When you put your personal interest above the party interest because it doesn't favor you, you become irreconcilable. But there are several aspects. The fact that we didn't succeed with one person did not mean we didn't succeed with others. That's why you see the movement in Edo State. You could see the movement with a lot of people coming in. It is because that committee has succeeded in bringing more, because there are so many people who might be aggrieved. So that one person or two or a few of them did not. That cannot be a failure on our part. We are making progress. Reconciliation is a continuum, even until the day of election. Because it's not just a 100-meter dash, it's a marathon, or probably it's a millennium. So we are working on that. And By our own assessment, it is substantially successful. That's why you find the kind of movement you find. And that's why we're not only reconciling with ourselves, we're reaching out to other parties. And that's why you find prominent APC members. Who knows? Because one, they are Edo State true bonds, and they know there should be success beyond party, and that there should be hope, there should be opportunity for people in Edo State. And they've seen that it is only the PDP candidate that can provide that. Notice, and this is very significant, it is only PDP that is campaigning today in Edo State that you can connect with, that is palpable, that you can feel. The APC he can't. That's why we challenge him. We need Okpebholo to come out. Let's have a debate. But he cannot, because he lacks capacity. It's a senator, they say, but then we have seen the manner and the character of the senator that he is, that not one significant thing in the National Assembly that he has done on the floor of the Senate. And that's why he's very quiet and is completely uninspiring there.